Great furniture, amazing prices.
All right, we're live here down on the floor, less than an hour away. Cavs and Magic, and the Cavaliers finishing up their shoot-around. It's kind of cool to be down on this side to see all the players up and close and personal, and they look pretty locked in. Game day here in Cleveland as the Cavs try to take that big 2-0 series lead against the Orlando Magic before the series does shift down into Florida. All right, weather-wise, beautiful day today. We started off chilly. Live look right now, First Alert Camera Network overlooking Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse from our Jack Casino cam. We started off in the 20s and 30s, but hey, we've got plenty of sunshine out there today. Temps were able to climb in the low 60s across the region. Low to mid 60s today. Will be cooler as we head through the middle of the week. We'll squeeze out one more warm one tomorrow. Downtown temps have actually risen a little bit to around 60, slightly cooler along the lakeshore, but overall still pretty good stuff. Now, I do want to show you the rain coming in from the west. Now, the wider picture shows the showers still a few states away. It's not going to be an issue tonight or even to start the day tomorrow. Showers will start to move in through the day tomorrow, into the afternoon and evening. It's also going to be a little bit windy tomorrow, actually quite windy. Winds gusting 20, 30 miles per hour. Could even see gusts in the low to mid 30s, so exceptionally windy tomorrow, as well as those showers and storms developing in the afternoon. The latest data is not showing much of a severe threat tomorrow. Let's take a look at First Alert tonight, hour by hour. Temps mainly in the upper 50s and low 60s. We are quiet with increasing clouds. Let's take a look, though, at First Alert Future View. Clouds around tonight, clouds around tomorrow. Showers begin to whirl in as we head through tomorrow afternoon. There also could be a few rumbles of thunder. As I mentioned right now, low severe weather threat. We'll keep watching for new information. It's also going to be very windy tomorrow as well. All right, forecast tonight. Upper 40s, clouds will thicken. We're quiet, we're dry tomorrow. Windy, scattered showers and storms in the afternoon. We still hit 65, but look at the 7-day. That front's going to cool us off. We're only in the upper 40s on Wednesday. We kind of take a few steps back, and then we start to climb out on Thursday. Thursday we'll have some frost again to start the day. We've entered that frost-free season, so be sure to cover the plants or bring them on in. And normally I say Mother's Day is a safe time to put some stuff in the ground, so avoid doing that just yet. Look at the 70s, though, returning Friday into the upcoming weekend. In fact, we could, by Saturday to Sunday, flirt with 75 or warmer. Cavaliers Magic, officially 38 minutes to go. Game 2 here downtown at the Fieldhouse.